Happy Wednesday, my Facebook fam and my YouTubers. This is your girl PJ as usual in traffic and giving God thanks for health and strength and all good things. People, you see last night, I wrap up myself in a blanket, which is like a woolen fleece sort of texture. I was in my long sleeve and my long overall pants, my pajamas, and my bust out them there at Christmas. I want me there foreign. So you know, so when you go to foreign people, you're there for you wear your good clothes. I couldn't wear the little nightie with the hole. So I then went under my comforter and wrapped myself again. People, I feel like one bubble gum. It's like a double wrap thing last night. And in the midst of it all, my son had the gall to come into my room and turn on my fan because in one cooler breeze, tag shoot, right? But anyways, we're giving God thanks because lots of people out there, especially the homeless, had to deal with that weather. So we're giving God thanks. So let's just kick off into the match, which was aired last night. It's the Battle of North Street. It's a very infrequent, it's a rare scenario. It's a rare thing that you get to see them in full battle mode, equally competent. You know, I was so proud of my boys. Yes, my boys. So the schools that were featured were Kingston College, not my boys, and they went up against St. George's College. Those are my boys. So I stay true to my patronage and my support because I'm not a wackanist. Yes, we go through thick and thin. They're very thin these last couple of years, but I'm glad that I saw the tremendous improvement over the team as I've been watching their progress, because the team members, at least 3 of them, have gone through, I think this would have been their 3rd season. I saw Beanie Man. Yes, I call him Beanie Man was actually answering questions, and I always cuss out Beanie Man. Sometimes I feel sorry for him after I cuss him out. I don't feel nice cussing him out, but it's my boys. They're like my children, so I have the right, and I claim that. So, but I cuss them. So for the record, KC did win, but Georges could have did win. And if you all saw the match, it's as clear as stripe as what 7-up. Them coulda did win, but jeez, I'm crime. That you up on the right hand. Why you couldn't keep your mouth quiet? Keep sound. Oh my lord! Let me just run through the stats first. At the end of the opening challenge, they were deadlock at 5-5. At the end of the speed section, which Casey angled properly, they angled it properly, but please note that I think the degree of difficulty for some of these questions, I found myself answering some. I'm not bright like them they there, but me could have did angle, you know, certain things. Let me back up, make that person a pass. At the end of the speed section, it was Kingston College on, I think it was 26 points, and St. George's College on 23. Now, the summary of the buzzer section is likened to an experience I shared a couple years ago. I'm gonna give you, just bear with me. I went to Pjaden's sports day one year, and they had the race where you had the buckets at the end of the lane, and they had stones set out. So you run up, pick up a stone, drop it in the bucket, go back, pick up the second set of stones, drop it in the bucket, and by the time you go to the last stone, you fill up the whole bucket and run up and go through, you know, run. So you fill up the bucket first and then you run. So I don't know what the name of the race is, but anyways, folks, dear sports, they are cheer on me, boy, me say, go. So Go on the mark, get set. Pjaden was off like a bullet. Yes. Pjaden picks up the first stone. And before he goes to drop it in the bucket, what does Pjaden do? Pjaden starts to clean off the dirt. Him start take off the straw them off the rock. Him start clean. Meanwhile, everybody is passing out Pjaden, picking up the bucket, picking up the stone and dumping in the bucket, and Pjaden is taking the time to clean off the stones before him drop it in the bucket. And we said, him that cheese, him that no, just So that was last night with George. Georges dominated the response times to the buzzer in that segment. However, if you were to question them should have just shut them and matter shut them out. And one youth that up on the far right, him a press buzzer and I know the answer. I look up into the sky. No. You find out the answer first, then you press the buzzer. Stop going backwards. And then press them, and I saw them get the thing them wrong. So they play like from the last 2 minutes of that speed set that buzzer round. It was Georges versus Georges. So Sikesi, yeah? Just I watch them play. Just I watch them play themselves. I was going to say play with themselves, but I never want to offend nobody. But the thing burned me, man. The momentum that was built up, and then that was like the sports team. Don't do that. But because it's my boys, I have to support them. No, here's the thing. They ended on 34 to KC and 29 to Georges, which makes them the highest scoring wildcard persons. Now, had KC lost the match, KC would be coming back as a wildcard as well. So, anyway, look upon it, the two of them are come back in some shape or form. Now, Georges, here's the game plan. Shut your mouth if you don't know the answer to the question. Stick with that. Massive improvement over the former years, and I see that it's experience that's caused you to be where you are at today in terms of the level of performance that you displayed last night. It's similar to the other schools. I expect to see like a Port Antonio High reach this level. I expect to see like a Moran. All right, skip that. The other schools, I expect Garvey don't ever try. Garvey Garvey just sit that 1 year out. Sit out the next 10 years, Marcus Garvey. Yeah? But just to say, them coming from far. It was pointed out to me as well by one of my subscribers that even the Queens team that we saw, I thought they were newcomers. I didn't realize that, yeah, there are persons on the team that were there in last season. So, but they're in fine form because them get a chance to develop. So, all of the green mango them out there, go and slunk on the tree, go and get your sustenance, go and get your nutrients, go and grow. So till you turn a big juicy mango and you have no substance to offer. Anyway, guys, on that note, do have a really great rest of the Tuesday. Stay warm, and I'll see you all in the morning. God's willing. Toodles.